Eagles are out of control right now. U.S. Mint's done making those. They're going up. They're continuing to go up. So they're going to be out of sight soon.
So what is the most economical way for you to buy silver and gold? How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification clicked. That way you get updated with any new content. This is the third part in a series that I recently did with Steve at my local coin shop, US Coin Trust. Definitely check them out down below. The description is there, as well as the link to his website, and let him know that Stormy sent you. But he and I were talking about the most economical way for you to purchase silver and gold. Now, I have my own opinions. I've shared them many of times on this channel, which I will get into again as soon as I am done sharing with you the interview that I had with Steve. But Steve and I pretty much are aligned in some ways with the best silver and gold that you should be buying right now. So let's listen to what Steve says, and then I'm going to give you my take on everything. You know, you're just saying like how things are becoming a little bit more uncertain for people. People are starting to want to buy more metals, and they're buying larger quantities. What do you think is the most economical move for people in terms of buying, let's say, silver in bulk? Do you think they should just be buying 1 ounce pieces? Should they buy 10 ounce bars? Bulk. Like what's
generic 90, junk silver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, speaking of the generic, like, should they do it in 1 ounce increments, 10 ounce increments? Like, what's the better?
You're gonna buy that by like 100 face or better
for the junk.
Yeah, junk silver.
But now bar weight, like, what's
it's $1.40 junk silver to 1 ounce of silver, right?
Yeah.
So, $140 makes 100 ounces. So
right.
If you want to look at it that, but junk trades differently. So
right. But like for silver bars, do you think it's better for them to do?
Stick with the generic stuff. Stick with the generic. You don't. Eagles are out of control right now. U.S. Mint's done making those. They're going up. They're continuing to go up. So they're going to be out of sight soon.
Out of sight, like meaning
$40+
back to kind of where they were about.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're marching up the hill very quickly.
And I sold off. I kept only like 100 of my Eagles, and I had sold off all the rest back when they were like the mid-20s, but I had bought them for like 17.
Yep.
So
nobody knows when the right time is to cash out.
I personally think 10 ounce bars are the better move for people when it comes to
1
buying
1 to 10 ounce. Yeah, but if you want a better deal, look for the kilos.
Yeah, but that's
if
like
you're a silver bug, then 100 obviously is where you're gonna get your best deal.
Yeah.
Kilos are decent. You're gonna knock almost $1 off the price right now.
What's a kilo? Like
32.15.
32.15. What else do you think people should be doing in terms of strategy for stacking? Is there a ratio of gold to silver? Do you think that they should be stacking now?
Personally, I like gold.
Yeah.
I like gold. Own some silver, definitely. But listen, once you have 1,000, 2,000 ounces of silver, that's a lot of weight.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, man. It is. It really is. Gold is really the tried and true. Lock it in. Hang on to your gold. At the end of the day, that's where your money's going to be.
Yeah.
It's a much smaller rate. 40 grand will fit in 2 little tubes this big.
Right. Right.
40,000 of silver is going to be a tote. And you're not even going to be able to move it.
Right. No, I came to the realization when I did a full stack video a couple years ago. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. This is like
2,000 ounces of silver is a hell of a lot of silver.
Yes, it is.
It really is.
And you can't tell me that if somebody was in a fire, like their house was on fire, you can't tell me that they're thinking about their precious metals.
That's been my argument. So many people have come into my store and they said, hey man, should I buy silver or should I buy gold?
Right.
And I come down, I drop 40 ounces of gold down, and I'll take 40 ounces of silver, or I'll put 400 ounces of silver, or just take a whole brick and drop it down.
Right.
Say, what are you going to, if you're in a really tough situation, which ones are you going to go grab first?
Yeah.
Every single time it's a no-brainer.
Right. They're going to grab the tube of gold. Silver stays behind.
Gold's going with you.
Later, the silver will just melt into this blob.
But that's in the worst-case scenario, right? I mean, think about more on like just an everyday, chicken licking sky's not falling type of attitude. Then, you know what? It's good to have some silver. No doubt about it, because it has the most potential for gain, definitely. Nobody's going to argue that.
Right.
So, if you're looking for like an investment and you don't want to do stocks, or you don't want to get into the market, silver's probably a damn good deal.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, listen, I agree with everything you've said so far. I just, like I said, like I'm always bullish on gold, and that's why I continue to pick up gold as much as I can.
Sure. It's a slow but sure buy.
Yeah.
I mean, is it down right now? Yeah, it is. But over the long term, will it come back? You pretty much can bet your life on it.
And last question to ask you, what's the better move for people when it comes to gold? Should they be, I know you said to get like the bars and the cheaper stuff, commemoratives, but like...
Not really. To be honest with you, I really lean towards coins.
Yeah.
Stick with the coins.
So like...
You're going to get, it's a much less spread on the coins, right? Because of a gold bar, if you came back to sell me a gold bar, I have a lot less respect for that than I would a gold coin.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to pay more for a gold coin on the way in, but you're going to get a lot more on the way out.
Sounds good, man. Hey, I appreciate you. Feel better, and we'll do this again soon
good,
when you're not coughing all over me.
I'm dying, man.
Later, buddy. Okay, so Steve definitely has his opinions when it comes to buying silver and gold and what you should be buying. And now when it comes to buying silver and gold, even though I've got my auction on my channel and I've got my website, EmpirePreciousMetals.com, one would think that I would tell you to be buying the stuff that I sell, right? Which is high premium silver coins, collectible stuff. And that is actually not the stuff that you should be buying if you are looking to get into buying silver and gold in the most economic fashion. Now, when it comes to buying silver, I will tell people that you should be buying silver in at least 1 ounce increments, but honestly, in my opinion, getting like 10-ounce bars, that in my opinion is the best way to go, because 10-ounce bars, they will offer you, number one, a portable size when it comes to the silver metal, but they also offer you a better premium over spot. It's more advantageous for you to be buying something that's, let's say, $240 for 10 ounces, which equates to $24 an ounce, as opposed to buying something that's $280, or let's say a 1 ounce silver coin that's going for $32, okay? Because if you multiply that out by 10, you're going to be paying $320 for 10 ounces of silver, as opposed to buying a silver bar, which would cost you $240, all right? So you get what I'm saying. Just try to go for something that you can buy in bulk, something like a 10 ounce. Some people like to even go upwards of like kilos or what have you. I don't. I only buy silver bars that are in 10-ounce increments. So that is my opinion. I think that's the sweet spot. I think you're not paying too much money outright for acquiring that silver. And again, those premiums are low. But now, what about gold? What should you be buying for gold? What's the most advantageous thing that you can be doing to grow your gold stack? Because let's face it, gold is not cheap, okay? And when it comes to buying gold, we all know that 1 ounce gold eagles, 1 ounce buffaloes have quite a hefty premium. Not to mention they cost anywhere over $150, $200 over spot, and they're going for around $1,950 at the time of the recording of this video. So when it comes to buying gold, I do not think that those are the coins that you should be buying. In fact, I think that you should be going for something like either a Canadian maple leaf, or you should be going for the Britannias. Now, the Britannias, all right, they have beautiful designs, number one, but number two, they've got a great security feature. Where is it? I'm trying to find it here. I'm looking at the camera backwards. Right there. Okay. If you change it in certain light, it goes from like a lock to a pitchfork. Okay. But you've got the Britannias, which are very economical, as are the maple leafs. Okay. So if you're looking to buy gold at a cheaper rate, you should be going for something like the Britannias or the maple leafs. Now, the issue though is that you have to spend, like $1,800, give or take, for 1 ounce of gold. And that's expensive, especially if you have a tighter budget and you need to save up in order to buy gold, but you still want to be buying gold. So then what do you do? My recommendation is buying gold in the 1/4 ounce size, okay? You could either get the gold eagles, which will have high premiums on them. Again, remember, gold eagles are very expensive right now, but you can go for something like 1/4 ounce Britannias or 1/4 ounce maple leafs, and those, number one, don't cost you as much outright for the total gold purchase, and those have the lower premiums. So those are some things that I think you should consider. When it comes to commemoratives though, all right, they usually are like just around 1/4 ounce in size and weight. And in my opinion, coming from me, who has bought and sold many commemoratives, you do not get as much money for the commemoratives when you go to sell them. And even though they are cheaper for you to purchase up front, which is what Steve and I were talking about, okay, you you're not going to get as much money when you go to sell them. You have to kind of think of the whole broad appeal, all right? You have a much bigger demand for a coin like a, you have much more demand for something like a gold eagle or a gold buffalo as opposed to some random person that's on a gold commemorative coin. Even though you're looking to buy gold at a cheaper cost, you also have to think about when it comes time to sell. So you want to keep that in mind. So anyway, that is my opinion. Guys, I don't like the junk silver. I've talked about this so many times. I'm going to get some people in the comments down below. What about junk silver and how the heck do you hate it? It's not for me. I've talked about it so many times. I'm sure I'll be making another video talking about why I hate junk silver so much. But anyway, that is my take on it. I'm thinking 10-ounce silver bars and 1-ounce gold coins, either Maple Leafs or Gold Britannias. And if you can't afford those, then go something in the quarter ounce range. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you agree or disagree with me?